What's up, everybody? Hello. Welcome to Ganon University here. How's it going? I actually have to change this out. I'm just using this other CDI title for its music tracks. But I guess everyone introduce yourself.
Everyone, that's me. Hello. I'm Rob. Hi, I'm here.
You're everyone to me.
Oh boy.
All right, so this is Zelda's Adventure. And that should give everyone a very good idea of what you're about to expect here. The entire community in one call, exactly.
I'm retired. Wait.
Well, I think your hardware is retired more than you are.
That's fair.
Yeah, like you're still around, you're still participating, you're still coming up with ideas.
Sure. I would say I'm one of the most active members of the community, given that there's like 4 of us.
Yeah, it was always dangerous hosting in-person Zeldathon events, because if some tragedy happened and sank the whole place, like the entire community would have died.
Oh no.
Yeah, we'll let the intro cutscene play out. Everyone got to enjoy some Philips Media stereo surround as well.
Oh boy.
Seen a lot of love for the title. Whoops! Well, I dropped my controller and hit the button.
Good job.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well. That's not allowed. We'll see if I go robot-y here, but we have to see this. I can't believe that. That's about on brand for how this is gonna go, I think. I haven't played it in a couple months. I think the last time I played the game was on stream in January, I think. So So we'll see. There was some excitement. I first acquired the record in December of 2016, thanks to being introduced to all of these wonderful people in the Zeldathon community. And there was a scare last year in November where a very cool person in Japan named Usui, who also runs other CDI Zelda titles, came by and said, "This is mine now." And then had to pick it up and derust and get it back. So that was a lot of fun as well. Is this the fan remaster? There is not a fan remaster of this title. This is the original. Welcome, Penny Raiders.
Welcome.
Oh my goodness. We have Britain completely represented here. This is fantastic.
I was going to say it's the entire British Zeldathon contingent, but Scott's not here, or Iris, so...
That's right, yes.
You got half of us.
There will be no more viewing tonight.
I think Usui might have been trying to get all 3 CDI Zelda records, because he still holds one of them at least.
Yeah, I believe so. Going for the triple crown, as we call it. We don't call it that.
The unholy Triforce.
There you go, yeah, was going for that.
The scroll of Shermac,
So there's Ganon with the extra N,
many years ago.
because this is not my red disc build.
And so it was that Ganon, Lord of Darkness, had taken over Ptolemaic. He had stolen the treasured celestial signs and captured Link. A brave warrior would have to be found to face this evil monster.
Yeah, so there is another build of the game out there, an earlier build, which for some reason spelled Ganon the way that they went with in the future, with the one N in the middle, and the other one at the end, of course. But
And so I found this.
The earlier build had one, and they were like, no, we gotta fix that.
right. Well, I mean, Ganon was spelled with the extra N in the opening crawl of the original Zelda. They didn't have a lot of information to work with. They didn't know where they were going to go with it. All that was out during the development time of this game and the others was just Zelda 1, 2, and a comic that was out there. So they did their best with what they had, and people are very mean to them about it. So we are Zelda. This is one of 2 titles, potentially 3. We'll see how Breath of the Wild 2 shakes out. But this is one of 2 titles where you can actually play as Zelda, as a main character. I guess the Hyrule Warriors games count as well, if you want to play Zelda there. I need a file name, everyone. It's important. Hit me up. What do you got, folks at home? Not that, Jamie. We're not doing MV Brickman. Trout. All right, we'll do Trout. Jamie, no. All right. Very good sounds in there as well. Taco Bell commercials. This game seems kind of fishy. Not broth. Oh, broth. Yeah, I didn't bring broth to the game today. So already we're gonna start speedrunning because what this game has is cursor memory. So remember where my little, well, I guess it's a sword right now. I don't know if it's a sword the whole game, but it's a sword right now. It will remember where it.
I don't remember.
I don't actually know everything, but it remembers where I leave it. So whenever I select weapons or items or anything like that, I need to keep that in mind the next time I pause, which is a lengthy process because the load times are not great. So I need to keep that in mind every time. But we also want to use an item that's about in this area, kind of at the beginning every time. So I do want to start with my sword on the far right side of the play button here. And I actually do have my splits file open, even if you can't see them. So I'm going to use those here. But we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. And the splits worked. Very good. We'll see, though. We'll see. I won't be doing like world record attempt type like YOLO strats in a lot of these. I do want to play it a little safe. There's several things I picked up from Usui on, sort of how to streamline things a lot. But a lot of them are very dangerous and result in a lot of resets and stuff very early. Well, this is already going extremely badly. But also, we need to have a certain amount of rubies pretty early, because we need to be able to kill certain enemies with certain items, and items cost rubies. They're not rupees, they're rubies, so sorry. But it's the same way in all the CDI titles. But yeah, I don't want to run out of rubies mid-dungeon, absolutely, but also I just don't want to... there was a time I was doing a D-Rest run back in November, and I ran out of rubies on the way to the water shrine. So I couldn't even buy the raft or like buy access to the shrine. I was like, oh, this run's dead because I can't go back and grab some rubies, which is unfortunate. Oh, geez. And I'm also going the wrong way here, so that's fun. There we go. Okay, we're back on track.
Come here, bright young lady.
There's merchants all throughout the game. You can buy all sorts of items if you like. A lot of them are kind of expensive.
Pretty useless.
Yeah, a lot of them are also extremely useless. Either they have a use in like one screen only, or some of them are just not sure exactly what they do even still. Perhaps their actual function was, bugged and doesn't work, or maybe removed in the process of quality assurance. A lot of content was actually removed from the game because, like any good AAA developer, they fired everyone as soon as the game was done. Unfortunately. So there's much to think about as far as what we can do here with the items that we have. But this is a speedrun. We're just going for like the minimum viable items, which is a very limited set. I guess the bare minimum is possible, but
Yeah.
Rob did try that type of run, and it is.
I never actually tried. I theorized low percent. The problem with low percent is the dagger is not required, and that means you just have to run through like 15 friggin' whiz robes in the Shrine of Destiny, and it sucks.
Oh, that's very bad.
But like, there's no required dagger use anywhere.
That's true. I
It's
didn't
just
think
the
of that.
worst.
Yeah, because you don't. Oh, yeah, you're right. That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
So we have made it to the
Where
first
the evils
shrine.
of
This is the
greed-
Shrine of Rock or the Shrine of Earth, depending on who you're asking. If you're asking the map, you will see that it's the Shrine of Earth. And I also missed. I was aiming for this item, but my cursor was down here. So, but we use that ladder that we found on the tree in order to cross that chasm there. But if you ask the map, it says Earth, and if you ask the Shrine King, Lord, which is the word troll backwards, including the two L's, both right in a row at the beginning of the word, he says it's the Shrine of Rock, so nobody knows. My cursor is still a sword, yes. All right, so coming up is some of the worst screens in the game, mostly because of how little health you have. There are these keys that are just really kind of rude to you and like to hurt you very much. So I will be playing it extremely safe because this is definitely a huge run ender right here, is this key screen, because you can only hurt them in certain frames of their animation as well. So they they will sometimes just run right through your wand and kill you, which is uncool, especially with few hearts.
What do we have here?
Now we're picking up our first weapon that isn't the wand. This is the Jade Ring. We need this item. This is required in low percent, in the theorized low percent run. And also is part of, it's one half of the banned glitch in the game, the one banned glitch.
The one banned glitch, yeah.
But we need to kill these 3 Sardaks that are located throughout the Shrine of Earth here, and in order to reach the boss. Otherwise, there's an impassable barrier in front of it. And I don't know if you've done your sort of emulator walk through walls magic to it, but maybe the loading zone doesn't exist either.
I haven't tested that one actually. I know shrine entrance loading zones don't exist while the barriers are up.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that science. That was a very good stream. This one's great because he only has 2 hits versus 4 for the other 2 for some reason. So I guess they're their own people. They don't have to be complete cookie cutters of one another.
And Jamie, it's only a banned glitch because it requires setup for a previous save file.
That's correct. So there is an item we'll be picking up later, the Sapphire Ring, or the Blue Ring as we call it for short, or because we just don't know what it's actually called. But what it does is it has piercing, basically, with its movements, where as soon as the Jade Ring hits an enemy, its projectile disappears. So this is a great example of when you can only hit them at certain times in their hitbox there. But the projectile disappears. But with the Blue Ring, it doesn't do that. But if you fire the Blue Ring, quit out, and restart the game, then for some reason the Jade Ring gets that property of piercing with it. So we were like, this sucks. We don't want to have to do this every time, so let's just not do that. Especially because it's so difficult to have a CDI that has a functioning timekeeper chip, which will allow you to save. So having to actually play through 15 minutes of the game every time just to set up and have like a setup save, it's very annoying. Oh, I'm doing very badly. My split's about to come up and I haven't even gotten to the boss room yet.
Yeah, there's a lot of YOLO strats at the beginning of Shrine of Earth, though.
Yeah. Like, we used to think it was very cool to get, like, sub 8 minutes here for the first split, which is beating the Shrine King and picking up the Celestial Sign. But now it's down to about 6.5. A little over 6.5 is the new sort of, gold standard. So my splits are... No, I'm just going to talk about them. They're secret only to me because... This being sort of extremely rusty, as well as doing safety strats, I don't want my shame to be on display here. But also, bosses function in the exact same way. This is Lord, by the way. He's great. Bosses function the same way, where you can only hit them in certain parts of their movement, and also you can't hit them a bunch of times in a row. They have iframes and stuff like that. So, but that's the first boss. That's Lord. What's great about him is he gives you a bunch of money when you kill him, which is pretty good.
And Lord's kind of interesting because he's the only boss that doesn't follow a fixed movement pattern.
One of 2 bosses that does that, actually. Avian is also like that.
Oh yeah, Avian does as well, yeah.
Yeah, where every boss, save for those 2, has a completely fixed pattern of movement. So what you can do is, if you know that pattern of movement, which I don't for a lot of them, I usually just YOLO through bosses, honestly, because again, it's hard to have safety saves sort of set up because my CDI doesn't have a working chip. But because it's a watch battery that's in there essentially, and they all dry up over time. But yeah, at one point in his cycle, he sort of just rolls some dice and goes a certain direction, and then he falls back into the cycle. And the same with Avian. So there's just some question marks with those 2. But the other ones are, I wouldn't say easy, but Usui has great boss battles. They're very, very good. Whenever I watch their run, I was like, oh my goodness. This is the first intentional death that we're going to do today. It's not the first in the sort of world record attempt type run, but at least for me, I know Organics doesn't do the super early YOLO death. because it makes you generally pretty poor for the first shrine.
Yeah.
Because then you're not farming the blue boulder guys, who certainly have a name that I don't know at the top of my
I am
head.
Shermac, your
I
guide.
forgot. They all have names somewhere.
Yeah, they're absolutely somewhere. Like, you'll see some old friends, like Gorillaz and Levers and Tektites. Like, they're all here. Wizrobes. Everyone loves Wizrobes. Gibdo. They're the best. Everyone loves them. But now, we picked up some red boots in the Shrine of Earth. And what that affords to us is now we can cross this river. So... let me just equip the red boots while I'm talking about them. let me grab the actual item I was headed for. So we need to fill up this pitcher here. We can do this at any time, but we do it now because speedruns. But now we can walk on water, but only shallow water. So we can
Specifically this one river.
Yeah, so this one river, you're locked to this very, like, sort of small area. It's big because loading screens take forever in that way, but it's actually quite small. So it's a very nice sort of tutorial type area where you're stuck in here. Because you just have to go to the Shrine of Earth and get pretty far in it in order to make progress here. But now we will backtrack. We filled up that pitcher for Gleb the Thirsty. We picked it up before the first shrine on the way because she's thirsty and we need an item from her in order to make it to the 5th shrine. So we'll get there at some point. I need to make sure not to do YOLO death strats here because that's what I do 2 screens from now, which is very scary. Most items are very nice where if you use them, they are removed from your inventory and your wand is re-equipped. Sometimes that doesn't happen though, and I'll be sure to complain about it when it does.
Yep.
But now we're picking up another required, air quotes required item, which is the dagger that Organix mentioned earlier, because it's the only item that can damage Wizrobes. There is sort of a small exploit with some enemies where you don't need their required item, but Wizrobes aren't one of those. But we will be meeting... We'll be meeting one of those sort of exploit enemies before we meet a Wizrobe, so we'll be sure to talk about that for a while.
It may do you more service than it ever
Please do, MC. Please come in. We would love to have you.
The full world record squad.
Exactly. Well, we can talk about MC pioneered the route. The speedrunning community for this game exists because of MC.
Unfortunately.
Welcome MC to the chat.
No. I was really jaded about this game for a good number of years. I'm over it. I appreciate and love this game still.
It's okay, I'm jaded now.
Oh no, it's my future, I'm sure.
No, Doug, you're too resilient about games that are not as quality as one might expect.
I'm
Please
too
note my
defensive.
terminology.
That's a mushroom. He tells you that moblins are stupid. He's very unkind. For this screen in particular, we want to walk in not too far to the right side because we will immediately take damage otherwise. There's just a lot of that with this game because, you know, you have to occupy your mind with something, I guess, while there's like super long loading screens. But there's just so much about which screen you're entering and trying to minimize the number of screens you go to because, you know, the loading screens are so long.
Hello there, miss.
So, like,
Watch how
a
you
theoretical
grow up
build of the
metal.
game that... Whoops, I might have gone off the wrong way here. Oh, no, we're good. A theoretical build of the game that doesn't have load screens, the route would probably be very different because, you know, a lot of it is just minimizing the places that you go. You're doing, like, Manhattan distance movement here to go where you need to, and sometimes we also avoid picking up items at the earliest opportunity. I do that with the feather here. Usui, I don't think, has started doing that yet, but I am trying to convince him to do that. But you don't want to clog up your inventory because it doesn't have a nice array like Zelda 1 or Zelda 3, Link to the Past, like stuff like that, where you've got like the two, or like the, you know, two-dimensional, you can go left or down or whatever. Like your pause menu is just a line. So if it's too full, you have to scroll. So you don't want to fill up your inventory too quick.
I really like the menu in Zelda 8 personally.
Oh, geez, which one's 8?
See, that's the problem.
Yeah. Well, it's also Super Metroid is Metroid 3. It's all very confusing when you use numbers.
Now, have you guys talked about the CDI remakes of the other two?
No, someone did ask though, like if this was the remake, but actually this game doesn't have remakes. But if you would like to talk to that would be great.
Well, yeah, no, I mostly meant it as us as Zelda's Adventure aficionados, how it must feel to have. It's like, all right, we remade the Zelda CDI games for a modern generation, and Zelda's Adventure is just gone. It's like
asterisk. Actually, we didn't.
Asterisk. Two-thirds complete.
No, Dopley has been very great. That's the person who did it. He showed up, like we noticed that in the CDI speedrunning community. We were like, oh, these are great, and like people immediately pick them up. They're the most accessible way to play the games on modern hardware. You don't have to buy a fragile.
Fun, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't have to buy a fragile antique in order to play them. That's also very expensive, especially here in America. So it's been a huge like boon to the community to like really revive for the other two. And get people involved. Like there was an awesome run of Wand of Gamelon at GDQ for the original CDI hardware, which was like right after the remakes had come out. So like a ton of people showed up in the Discord, found out there were remakes, and like were super energized to pick it up. There's so many runners. Like the records are changing hands in those two games very much lately. But
It's so good. I appreciate those games being out so much. I in fact would love to play them sometime soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're very like sort of, I won't say simplified, but they are modernized a little bit as well. Like there's a jump button now instead of pressing up on the D-pad and stuff like that. Like it's
Wait, there is?
Yes.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah.
Next thing you're gonna tell me is that the game operates at a reasonable frame rate.
Probably, I don't know, but it's all using original assets, and like I think it's all in Game Maker. So it's not like in a CDI emulator. It's like it's remade. It's a remake. It's not like a port or anything. It's very good.
And I gather a lot of, like, I haven't actually played them myself, but I gather that there's some slight differences in the physics that have made a few extra skips possible and stuff, which is, so it's a different speed run, but it's definitely got a lot of people's interest.
I would speedrun Zelda's Adventure Remake day one, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, same.
Oh, it would be so good. I would be so sad because I wouldn't be as good as everyone else who would pick it up and would not, I would not be at the top of the stack anymore. So here is the Pole's voice, and this is my most unfortunate contribution to the route.
Thank you.
Because instead of going 7 screens out of your way to pick up the spell that will kill the Pole's voice in 4 hits, and only costs 2 rubies per swing, like it's a very great spell called the Noise Spell. What you can do is not do that, because there's 7 screens of load screens back and forth to wait on. What you can do is this, which is 280 hits with the wand over about 1 minute and 47 seconds. And it's unfortunate.
Now that's quicker.
It's unfortunate. I was like, I feel like this is quicker. I haven't timed it. I don't know. And Organics was like, all right, like here I go timing it, and like went and tried it, and he was like, I'm so mad. It's quicker. It's like 30 seconds.
No, it's like 10 seconds. It's not a lot.
Oh, really? Okay. What's the worst part?
It's like every strategy in Zelda's Adventure is faster than just going somewhere. There is no strategy better than just not going to a place in the game and getting a power up.
Exactly. So it's a little it's a little slow. This is a great time. Once this is at GDQ someday, this is the time to read some donations, I guess.
I'm trying to remember if I ever tried using other weapons in the Pole's voice, like the blue ring or something.
Maybe. Well, the reason this got found is because you, Organics, found a couple of things with a couple of later shrines, the Kappas, the Kelpies, excuse me. There's a whole thing named after them. But it used to be thought that the Kelpies required blue ring, which is a very expensive item. We bought it for 20 rubies at Great Wimbish, but every time we use it, we have to spend 26 rubies. So it's even more expensive to wield than it is to actually purchase. But it's a very expensive route at the time because you had to have enough money. If you died somewhere in the middle of the water shrine, then you would pretty much have to reset the game because it's very, very time consuming to farm rubies. And you did run out of rubies at one point, and just frustratedly you started beating a Kelpie with a stick, and then wait, it died.
Oh, that worked, I guess.
So finding out...
Frustration is how a lot of strats are discovered in this game.
Yeah, so having found that out, I theorized that maybe that could be done with other enemies as well, especially the Pole's voice.
Excellent room here.
Yes, the best. Everyone loves the bridge with the ice physics on it. But what's very, very good is that I came back to this shrine at a later time, because what you can do is you get power-ups every time you pick up a celestial sign. You get an extra heart container. You get powerful defensive power. You take less damage from certain enemies. And you get your wand powered up as well. So it's a 3-for-1 deal. And you get a cool cutscene with our friend Gaspra. But I went back here at a later time when I had a powered up wand, and it didn't take 280 hits. So I probably would have given up before then if I had tried it sort of, at the appropriate time. But since I came back here and started beating him up, it took maybe only 50 hits or something. I was like, oh, it works for this guy. And then I came back, when you're supposed to be here. And I was like, oh, it takes so much longer, and I don't know if it's faster. And unfortunately, it is.
I really wish we could like the holy grails of this game are like cutscene skips and getting those power-ups early, the celestial signs early. Like if we could dupe them somehow, that'd be so good.
That's the trouble. Like, there is a cutscene skip, but it requires saving and quitting and reloading, which is real slow. So it's like barely in the cutscene, and you don't get the heart container or the wand power up if you do it. You only get the celestial sign, which then slows down the whole rest of the game. So it's just not worth doing. It's
super slow. We feel like it's frame perfect because you have to pause right as you pick up the celestial sign, and then, as you say, it's maybe a 10-second time save to be super weak later in the game. We were talking about the Shrine of Earth is a little challenging because you don't have very many hearts at the time, and if you sort of propagate that throughout the rest of the game, where the Shrine of Destiny is still very challenging when you have 6 or 7 hearts at that point.
You'll find that nothing is what it
Man,
seems.
this guy, this screen, every time I see it, I just have flashbacks to summer 2011 with Mossie's playing this game at Zeldathon 5, and just, it was like the middle of the morning, we hadn't slept the entire marathon, and that scene just played, and everybody's kind of felt like we were all hallucinating. It's like, what is this? What is happening?
Look to your heart. Look to your dreams.
You'll find that nothing
is what it seems. It's true. Nothing is what it seems here in the Shrine of Illusion. Although we did finally get...
My favorite part is Mossie's just started repeating that line, like, kind of just, like, in a daze, like, his eyes glossed over, and he kept repeating it like, wow. What does it mean?
What does it mean? So the next screen is the first time we get to use the blue ring, and it's also... It houses some very scary enemies. We call them the brain crabs. Maybe they're fleas. Who knows what they actually are. But they are fast, they deal a ton of damage, and they scream at you, which is also great. And they shoot projectiles, so they're the worst in basically every way. So I will try not to die here. I did take some hits, but we might be fine. There are no extra languages in the game, Inca, so we can't play it in Japanese to go faster, unfortunately.
I want Japanese Zelda's Adventure so much now.
I don't know if I've ever seen this game in another language. I know that Face V and One of Gamelon have other language versions.
Yeah, they have German and Dutch and stuff like that. But
yeah.
Well, this game technically never properly came out in America as well. They botched it so bad that it only actually came out in Europe. So that's also pretty fun.
Welcome, my
So we made it to the Shrine King. The
sit
second
and
shrine is another sort of run killer as well. Because if you die in the middle of it, especially if you don't have the noise spell, you don't want to spend another 2 minutes just beating him with a stick. So another run killer, unfortunately. But we got through it, fortunately. It's all okay. There's so much red.
That's the thing about Zelda's Adventure. If a run dies, it's not like a Zelda 1 where it's like, all right, reset the game, let's go. It's like, all right, y'all set for some more screen scrolls on the boring area in the beginning?
Yeah, it's not very action-packed. It's a great speed run for folks who want a break every 5 seconds.
That's one reason I love this game was because I got to talk to chat so much. It was a great community interaction game. Can you believe it?
Absolutely. We're doing a real speed run, and also, I'm talking to you. Exactly. So now is the point where I will pick up some extra stuff that we sort of skipped. We used to get what's called the broadsword and the feather before this shrine, but again, to save some inventory space, And also, it turns out to save a couple of screen transitions, what we can do is YOLO through these next few screens because there's a free mermaid fairy pool anyway, so we can heal through it anyway. Is another thing that I'm still trying to get Usui on board for. I'll tune into their streams sometimes and using like camera Google Translate strats that Organics sort of found. I will manage to communicate with them, and you'll see like they're also doing the same thing on their end. So like communication is slow, but we manage it. And I try to keep my languages like there's so many complex ideas like, oh, you should do this because this and this and this, or whatever. Like, you know, trying to simplify your language so it translates well to another language is also very fun. It does come down to a lottery, though. Usui's CDI apparently loads a little bit slower than mine, which is very frustrating, I'm sure, for someone who's trying to remain competitive.
3 months ago, they got their time. It looks like I'm just now looking at the leaderboard. You know, I moderate the leaderboard apparently.
Apparently, well, yes. In November, they took the world record, and I stayed up all night grinding it to take it back.
Wait, really?
Oh,
That's so cool.
Yeah. I took it back the next day, which was kind of rude, I think, a little bit. Because they did great. It was like a 72-second time save over the almost 4-year-old record. But then I made an over 2-minute time save. So on their run.
How did you get that time save? What went right in that run?
Incorporating some of their strats of like. Here, I'll show you. I think there's a screen over here where we used to always go by the log boss sort of area where there's an extra heart, which actually I should do anyway because this is an air quotes marathon run, just trying not to screw up here. But instead of going up here where the heart is, if you go right, there's actually you can go slightly like diagonal. You can there's a lot of like diagonal movement and stuff through screens that's saved, just like little snippets of time all throughout the run. In order to like add up, and also just getting extremely lucky in a few places for sure.
Crazy that my run is now the oldest run on the leaderboard. It's 7 years ago.
I literally don't remember log boss strats. There we go.
The strats are wiggle.
True. But yeah, like there's still a few places where we differ. A few like getting the feather a little bit later. It's still something that Usui I don't think does. And on the way to the Shrine of Water, like I just YOLO tank my way through everything and then get the cave heart. And that's not a thing that Usui does. That also makes Shrine of Water slightly safer and stuff like that. So just there's still like a lot of it comes down to personal preference. Usui's also very good at like timing things and like coming up with like the perfect thing. Like they'll pull out on their stream like, you know, whatever software they use, I don't know what it's called, but just literally playing like, you know, my PB runs or, you know, the wild race that we did at the Zelda Wild where it was all 3 of us like back to back, like play all of that like simultaneously with my footage and their footage and like all this other stuff like side by side just to make like, you know, millisecond comparisons. Like they do so much more work than I do to sort of theory craft the route. I just go with my gut and what feels good.
When I'm watching this run now, like you know, from a quote unquote outside perspective, because like I'm not an outside perspective, but I haven't done this in a while perspective. I look at it and I'm like, oh man, why we can dodge these enemies? But then that thing comes back in my brain where you realize, no, you can't. You cannot dodge those enemies. Their hitboxes are huge. Yeah. In my brain, I'm looking at the game like, you can dodge that, Doug. Why are you killing that guy? And then I remember, no, you do. You really do.
Well, fear mostly.
Yes.
I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose the run here. I don't want to get sent all the way back to the beginning shrine. Although I guess we have a couple of teleport options available to us now. One being death, of course, and the other one being I have 1 compass. By the end of the run,
I'm sure like the actual ideal world record of this run is just super YOLO mode.
Oh yeah, it would be extremely reset heavy. Like it already kind of is. But yeah, like a task of this game would be incredible. Like, and Tompa's always been asking for a functional emulator to test it out. But it would be very cool to just see like how many scrapes you barely get by and stuff like that.
in. Sit with me. Warm yourself by the...
And it might do some like wild sound glitch stuff to make it play like, I don't know, arbitrary code execution or something. Someday. So now we're at the third shrine, the Shrine of Air. Dark has arrived in time. We'll get to the Dark Spike named after Dark in the Shrine of Water. Named in memorial of Dark, who died to the spike.
I think this is my original strategy, which is was it me who just started tanking it through those tornadoes? I think.
Yeah, you could spend 100 rubies on the spell of Calm, or you could just YOLO. Like,
yeah.
It must have been you, because I don't think, maybe with the exception of like doing a theoretical 100%, I don't think I've ever bought the Shrine of Calm, or the spell of Calm. Unless I was doing like science or something.
Catch me.
Organics, please always correct me if I accidentally claim something as my own that you did first.
No, you're good.
Dear.
Like, I don't remember anything about the past of this game.
Oh, playing.
Yeah, I didn't contribute much. I think use of compasses to warp around the map is pretty much my main contribution.
That's a huge
Whoa,
contribution.
it's so good.
Yeah,
yeah, it is huge, but it's like, that's about it.
I always bring that one up because that is awesome. Like, well, you completely removed the swamp from the game entirely, is what you did with that.
The swamp! Oh god, don't say the swamp! I forgot about that.
Exactly.
Voice.
No one goes there, so like we are the only three here who know what that, like the terror of the swamp.
100%. So I have done a 100% run of this game, but it's not on the leaderboards. I can't find like a VOD of my actual 100% run. The only VOD I can find, I missed an item.
No,
so I had to disqualify. So the leaderboard's empty, but it's like I have done it. I've rooted it. I have done a run. I just can't find it anywhere.
Yeah, well, I mean, true. The air quotes 100%. There are some items that you literally can't obtain, and it turns out there's one item that is only in the red disc build that you can get the green boots. I think they are the yellow boots or something. You can get another pair of boots, but only in that build because they don't do anything. But they're just in some dude's house. You don't have to pay any money.
That's the green. I don't think you can pick them up. That was on. I'm gonna check.
In red disc. Check cutting room floor. There's a great entry for the red disc build. Oh man, no one's giving me hearts. It's really kind of rude. But there's an even earlier build of the game that no one has found yet, which was used to create the sort of official Philips guide that they would use when people would call in and ask for help. So literally there's some items and some strats in there that don't exist anymore. So if someone called in and was like, hey, I need some help with Zelda's Adventure for $3.95 a minute or something like that, then they might get some bad information because that build of the game, as far as we can tell, doesn't exist. But that is what turned us into some like very curious people about where is this vial of acid that's mentioned in this thing. It is in the game's code. Rob found it, made some cheat codes to unlock literally everything, but it's not there.
And there's I can't remember the person's name, but there's someone who's been doing a ton of research into the game and has been posting it on the Cutting Room Floor website. And like I collaborated with them a bit with some of my cheat codes for the emulator.
Oh, nice.
But they found a lot of stuff about these items I didn't know. Like I'm just reading through it now and I'm finding stuff I didn't know. So the vial of acid, the sprite is loaded for it when you go to that one house in the swamp, but it's just not obtainable. Like the item never actually appears.
Well, speaking of
but
sprites,
like,
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So, yeah, but that's like where it should be. And the green boots I was just looking up, they are obtainable in Red Disc. Yeah, what I was thinking of was they appear in a store, but they're not purchasable. You just pick them up by walking on them.
Yes.
It's very weird.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of looking at loaded sprites, that's how there was an Easter egg found, I think just at the end of the last year, where someone was like, why is this weird sprite loading in this particular screen? And thank you, Phil, for putting it in chat. There's
Real quick, sorry.
No, please.
Just before, because you're on this screen now, can you show off the wall clip I found?
Oh, what, you go up high and then go back?
Cling up here and go back right.
Okay.
This is like the only wall clip I found in the whole game, and it made me spend like hours looking for other wall clips.
Oh yeah,
but that's the only one.
How about that? Thank you. Anyway,
just
there was this sprite loaded. They were very confused at why it was there. Uh-oh. Well, one sec. I have to go to the very bottom.
Go around the bottom, yeah.
But yeah, there's this sort of skateboarder surfer on this screen, and they're like, why? And then just tried out every single item on that screen until they found one that, excuse me? Well, one sec.
Go all the way right and then down the right side wall. And you'll warp onto the other screen outside the wall.
Okay.
Sorry. It's an annoying clip.
No,
it's the only wall clip I have, man.
Oh, this is great. I love this. Well, maybe. Do we go behind that? Where are we?
Yeah, you should be able to go all the way down.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fantastic. Thank you for this
What a
gift.
good game.
Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, so some screens sort of force you, like whenever it goes like a completely black screen, it might actually just place your sprite somewhere up. But these ones where it scrolls versus like going to a black screen, that's when it actually might get us stuck here. Please don't hurt me. Oh, okay. So this is where I lost the race at Wild. This is where I died to these, what are these, Vires or something? Yeah, Willow's here. Special guest, my cat.
Here are some feathered
Talk-
friends
Surfing
for
Man?
you to play
Yes, Surfing Man.
with.
We'll get to him. We'll do him. I think that's important. We can't roll it into the any % route, but but it is important. All right. But now we're at the Shrine King. We survived. It's Avian. What's fun about this, hitboxes, as we've spoken before, are a little powerful. So if you swing your like that, if you swing and you get a blue sort of flashing animation on her, then you deal 0 damage. So you're really looking for yellow numbers here. Oh dear.
Classic. Classic Zelda's Adventure right there.
Yeah, what's very nice is you will spawn right outside the room if you die in a boss fight. If you die in a shrine, you will... Oh, and I still have the feather equipped. If you die in a shrine in general, that's not in the boss room, you will go back to the beginning of the shrine. And if you die on the overworld, as I demonstrated with the Death Warp, you will go back to the very beginning. So it's useful sometimes, or it's crushing other times.
The hitboxes are so wacky, you can like throw the feathers behind you and they'll hit.
Yeah, for sure. Oh dear. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Nice.
Whew. Yeah, that was very scary. I will not see if you redeem any points on my channel right now to summon the cat. Sorry. There, you can see the cat on the controller. There she is.
You are a brave princess indeed. Your quest continues to the northwest.
Sounds like a crying
To a place
child.
of
She
burial
is
where
that,
destiny
yes.
Can be challenged. Remember, nothing is written, Zelda. You alone control.
So
your
next up is
fate,
the Shrine of
no matter how
Destiny. It
loud
is the
voices of doom
other run killer of the run. There's so many. It's hard to pick your favorite, but this one's really rough. Like, this is definitely like the noob killer.
Ugh.
Like, this one
Yeah.
will, like, someone who wants to pick up the game usually, even casually, is like, this Shrine of Destiny is ruining my life. It is conveniently located very close to the Shrine of Air, though. And we don't need to pick up any extra items for it. So it's, you know, it's not all bad.
Sit with me.
It's just
Warm
mostly bad.
yourself by the...
Oh, whatever. Okay, fine. Be that way, duck. Get out of here. This Korea is hitting me with boomerangs. Not ideal. There is another, like, you can YOLO through some spikes as well at a few points if you want to in the Shrine of Destiny, and don't do that.
Something.
I will not be doing that today. But yeah, they also YOLO right back. They are unkind. But the boss, I like the boss. Malmord? She's not bad.
What foolish human comes this?
It is a little sad that due to echo reasons, I can't listen to the music and the sound effects right now. That's what really drives you back into the world of this video game.
True. Like, it's, well, it's responsible for a lot of memes for the Zeldathon sort of lore. Like, Bless comes from this game. We didn't get Bless. Oh my gosh, I'm so surprised I didn't get hit by any of those Poles voice. So there's 3 Poles voice in that room. theoretically you could, kill them with the noise spell or something. But like, the only reason, if there were 2 Pols Voice in the room in Illusion, you wouldn't be able to stunlock both of them. You can only stunlock one enemy at a time, which we will definitely see here with these Gibdo coming up. So the route would be totally different if it were like that. The first half second. Yeah, so another limitation of CDI hardware is that in order to load the next room, they also have to load the music again or something, or like the music anyway gets paused like no matter what. So on these transition screens you don't get any music, which is sad because there's actually very, very good like instrumentalization, like arrangement of a very powerful and like epic song that was intended for the overworld, written by the guy who played Gaspra, who was also the sound engineer, because everyone was doing like double duty. But it's not included in the final game because you would hear the first 6 seconds of it repeatedly. So check that out on YouTube.
I've just now gone to YouTube and put on the Shrine of Destiny music to feel ingrained within the atmosphere.
So that's another time to use the blue ring. It's purely optional, but it really helps with bringing those guys down. And also, like, these Gibdos, that is. And then also I did wait for them to come to the far side of the screen again so I could get more hits on them as they sort of got blasted backwards. So very strategic in how you use that extremely expensive item. There's one more room of Gibdos, and then there's another sort of very slippery bridge full of Wizrobes to deal with.
Oh.
And it's a maze.
The crew end of the dungeon, man. It's a powerful one.
Yeah, it's just like, it's all hits, all killer, and that's it. Everything will kill you.
MC, were you here when I was talking about low percent?
No.
So theoretically, to low percent this game, you don't need the dagger, so you just have to tank all the Wizrobes in this dungeon.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No!
It's not happening. It's never happening.
Yeah, it's brutal. This room in particular is bad if that Wizrobe does what it just did. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave and come back. So what we want ideally is for the Wizrobe that was at the top of the screen to go to the right before coming down. Not like that. Yeah, this room is bad.
Yeah.
Because he will stand on you and drain your health.
Mm-hmm. We want him to go to the right because otherwise we will hit him with our wand because of his hitbox and not with the dagger. And he's being very uncool right now. What I could do is kind of YOLO to the right.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
And that's what I probably should have done, especially because there's a heart drop over there from the other Wizrobe. But there we go. This might work. There we go. As long as he doesn't knock me off his... Oh, that's the stuff. All right, very good. But there are ice physics here. I'm going to slip and slide my way through, and it's a maze. If I fall, I will go back to the beginning of the shrine. It's the pit.
Who the heck thought? You know what the Shrine of Destiny needs is slippery physics on this. Like, what is this that would invoke ice?
Yeah.
Freshly polished? Are the Wizrobes like janitors? Did they mop it?
Yeah, they've all got a floor waxer or a Zamboni rocking right now.
Coming off on my favorite screen, the screen just to the right is my favorite because this is a 4-room screen of this like ice physics bridge maze thing. But the third screen just has, like, instead of Wizrobes, it just has birds that sound like Wizrobes.
Yeah.
Which I'm putting down to a programming error, but I just think it's hilarious.
Yeah, they make the same sort of laser noise that the Wizrobes do.
Yeah.
Well, what's nice is I think a facet of the way that well, I don't get to show it off because he didn't do it. But summer rooms, whenever you kill a certain enemy and leave and come back, then that enemy will spawn in a different location. Because I think it just like records a count of how many enemies are left in that room and then spawns them one by one. But it didn't do it.
If I remember right, that happens in Zelda 1 as well, and that gets abused a lot for drop table stuff in Zelda 1.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, kinda. That's the boss enemy thing.
Just don't tiptoe.
All right, bird.
Yep, they're the birds. That's the good screen. The screen we like. The rest of them are terrible and have Wizrobes in them. Yeah, the third shrine. This is the 4th shrine total. The 3rd shrine all the way through, the Shrine of Air, had ice physics the entire way through. we hypothesized that maybe the rug was meant to sort of nullify the effect of ice physics, but we have not detected any difference when using it.
Have we considered trying to mash pause as we walk over a gap? Will it not actually activate the gap, or or is the game too strong?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of inputs like you can squeeze in. I don't know if you can like frame buffer like an input like to be moving right while you're also pausing. Maybe.
Theory crafting.
Yeah, I love that. You see, you're never really gone. You're just taking a break.
Not. Oh, change tracks.
Now touch your wand to the stone on the right. For I am Malmord, who controls future and past. And I will make us
so she has a full hitbox even when she's in like her shadow form, which is not great for me.
But you can't hit her during that time.
Right. Yeah, she has a hurt you box, but not a hit me box type thing.
Yeah, sure.
That's the real terminology, right?
Sure.
Honestly, we're only a couple minutes behind my PB. Go ahead.
I'm just reading through the cutting room floor at the moment, and it looks like this guy's done a lot more experiments with these items than I have.
So
one of the items...
Yeah,
it looks like the brown jar that you can only get through cheat codes actually prevents the tornadoes in the Shrine of Air from spawning.
What?
I would love
having it in your inventory.
I would love one of those.
I know.
You don't even need it equipped?
No, just in your inventory, and they just don't spawn.
I need that.
Wait, more passive effects? Like, because you would think the carpet would have been a passive effect for the ice.
Yeah. There's a shield item as well in like the first shop in the first forest that we always thought should prevent some damage, but it doesn't do anything.
Well, there's just so much. Right here is the first time that we will be doing a save warp. Typically, one would probably think to do like a death warp to get back to the beginning, but by this point, we've been through 4 shrines. We have 4 celestial signs and 4 defense boosts, as well as 5 extra hearts since we picked up the extra one in the log sort of cave. So we're a little too beefy to die quickly enough, so it's actually faster to just save and quit here. Which takes us back to the beginning, and we can head over to the Shrine of Water and a mini-boss.
Since I didn't have the music on when we were in Shrine of Illusion, I've decided that my overworld theme right now will be Shrine of Illusion, because I need to hear that track.
Oh, it's great is because that fits within like a GIF. It's a 3-second loop, even if it's running like forever.
I love Shrine of Illusion music. That is the sound of going mad from playing this game.
Yeah, it sounds like you're at the circus, essentially. It's very carnival.
Is the circus.
It is the circus. I am the law. Here's the harp. This item lets you warp to the beginning of a dungeon if you're or a shrine if you're in it. But it's not useful because you can also just die if you want to do that and not clog your inventory.
And dying's really easy in this game. Don't have to worry.
Oh yeah.
All right. So is this your tank strategy?
So this is my tank strat. I generally avoid just every single enemy, like those ducks, especially those green birds, would be well worth sort of taking out if you wanted not to take damage. Because you really can't rely on the RNG. Like, there's no, like... I mean, you're not bad at the game if you get hit by the enemies because they move completely randomly. Some of them fire projectiles. Like, these guys are easy to avoid because they just throw a thing and just don't walk in their hitbox. But, like, the ducks and stuff like that, you will take damage, probably, unless you're swinging, like, wild. Like, honestly, this isn't so bad. I'm only missing 2.5 hearts, but just trying to keep it safe so the run doesn't die.
Do you skip this hard in world record, or do you still get it?
World record, I got this one because I tanked through. But the log boss heart, I did skip. But what's fun is there's a weird angle for that. You can only hit it with the feather or the blue ring, depending on where you're standing in the room. So the feather is the much cheaper option. So we'll be doing that. And this is the spot where my run died when I was too poor, because I need 20 rubies to buy access to a bus ticket, essentially, just a boat. I need to pay 20 rubies for it. But also the boat doesn't work until like you activate the wind, which we had to get way after the first shrine we picked up. So I mean, some racket this guy's running here, where he's like, you have to pay me money and also you have to make it work.
Tank the bus driver. Oh man, one of the greatest moments in gaming history. You have to equip the wind, use the wind, equip the cash, use the cash to get on the boat. Oh.
Well, what's really nice is that, well, I scrolled 1 to the right to equip the wind, and then, unpause, use the wind, and then whenever I unpaused, my cursor was already here because it had scrolled back to the left. So, I mean, that's just some more of like the fun little like speed ups you get whenever your whole game is menuing. But this did show off the sound glitch that appears in the game. If you walk onto a screen where someone is about to say something and you pause in order to like equip something or do anything and then unpause, what it does is it just looks at the pointer of the last speech line that was spoken, and it will play that instead. It'll just resume whatever was being said to you before. Instead of playing the new sound line that's supposed to happen. Theorized to maybe if there's like a super long line that maybe that would help. But so far, that's not super good because you do have to pause twice and sit through that whole animation.
Too bad we can't pause on name Pasquinade.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I did manage to use sound glitch to actually speed up a couple things before. It's like real tricky, but like the guy that gives you the dagger has a pretty long speech, and if you pause like on the same frame that you start his speech, then you can use a sound glitch there to speed it up.
Yeah, I theorize there's a almost I want to say it's over a minute. It might be as long as almost 2 minutes, but in order to get I think the compass in the Shrine of Strength.
Oh yeah.
You have to talk to this lady for she just talks forever. So I think that would be a good point to like use up maybe like the shopkeep's dialogue is probably much shorter.
Change track.
All right.
Welcome everyone to the Shrine of Water, which I this has always been the Doug dungeon to me.
Oh really?
You've innovated the game in here.
Tell me more. I don't actually.
Selfie selfies, of course.
Oh, the selfies, right.
Like this dungeon is nothing. I mean, it's a lot. It's a hard dungeon.
It is a lot of auto scrollers, as Mojo is saying. Yeah, Kelpie. How could I forget? I have my phone right here, ready to go. Right, Kelpie selfies. I would think maybe Illusion more because of Pole's voice, but sure.
Fair.
Oh, I forgot to complain about it. The dagger. we used a knife in the Shrine of Illusion to open up a hole in a tent, but the dagger was returned to us. It wasn't a single use, even though it is a single use item. We don't use that ever again. So therefore, it was not removed from the inventory, and the wand was not equipped again. But just now I used the plank that we found. Single use properly, where it's removed from the inventory. And okay.
The more annoying thing to me is that the black orb is in the Shrine of Illusion and is single use and is removed. And it's like 2 screens before the knife.
Okay, I got my first Kelpie selfie lined up. There are 3 Kelpies we fight.
Same.
Well, 2 we fight. 1 we sort of just ignore. But they are also required to defeat. Again, I'm not sure if you've done the full science on this loading screen, whether it exists or not. But there are spikes that will damage you either way. Which are no fun. But there's spikes throughout the dungeon. One of them has a name. The rest of them are just all spikes. Oops, all spikes. I do skip all the Zols. I just either tank through them or dodge them. Those are the sort of Day of the Tentacle fellas that are sort of sprinkled throughout. I think we're done with them though. Oh, didn't give us a heart. If that one drops a heart, it's literally unobtainable. You can't reach it, so it just mocks you. It's very sad. All right, one more screen until there's another Kelpie.
I am the North Kelpie,
And
guardian
she's
of
very
the
loud.
whirlpool that lies beyond.
I am. Is this the? Is that one?
Yeah.
Which one is this?
I am the North Kelpie. She just screams at you. Yeah.
I like her.
She's great.
What a game.
Yeah, like I think there's one actual professional voice actor in the whole game who went uncredited because it was the dub over Gaspra, and I don't remember his name. Okay, let's see it. Can we see it? Show me the Dark Spike. There it is. That's the one. It did it. Dark Spike. Maybe we have to summon it by speaking its name.
Dark Spike. Oh.
There it is. Okay. It's a look. It's a CDI game. It's got to be slow. It takes a second. So that one killed Dark, on a run, which was sad. And but you've been immortalized, I guess.
You know, I've been playing so much Hades. I'm looking at this game, and I feel like a Zelda's Adventure sequel would have to be in the style of Hades.
That would be cool. I would be down for that remaster.
Zelda gets different upgrades from like the sages instead of like the blood from gods.
Yeah, and just use like all these palettes for like, you know, the randomized options. Like, oh, okay, we're gonna go through this screen, and now we're in a sort of Shrine of Water themed zone with lots of water enemies and stuff. Oh yeah,
I'm so happy because then we could like make proper models and artwork for things like Aguanda and Malmord.
What I want.
Tempt me with a good time.
I don't know if they still exist somewhere, but as of a few years ago, there was definitely like all the clay models that were used for all the enemies and NPCs that aren't human beings that were photographed from above exist somewhere. They're in some warehouse somewhere. I would love that's like my holy grail of like just cool little kitsch to put on a shelf. Is like, what if I had Lord? Like, how cool would that be?
Which boss would I want the most? I mean, probably Ganon, but that's greedy. Probably Pasquinaud would be my second choice.
Pasquinaud would be great, yeah. So
yeah, I know. I've seen those pictures, and we got to find out where that warehouse is and perform a heist, a legal heist, where we ask where it is and go and raid it.
Yes, and ask them very nicely if we can give them some money or something for their trouble. But look,
I think we found.
Go ahead.
Like the guy who was a model artist. I think we found him on Etsy at one point.
Oh my gosh.
He just like makes jewelry on Etsy now.
Well,
yeah, he just makes jewelry.
Let's hire him to make a new one.
No, selfie.
He's done it before.
Yeah. Selfie.
Here's one of the pictures, by the way, of like just all the models on a shelf.
Thank you. Okay, this is the killer of this shrine right here. Is this screen? Because these fish love your hitbox. Oh. Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine.
You can see Pasquinaud there too on the shelf.
Just vibing.
Well, the mushroom fella's there. He's awful.
I love that guy.
Disgusting.
But we made it through. We survived. And now we get to fight Aguanda. Dino recently found something about Aguanda is like she doesn't have an internal hitbox when she's doing her bubble attack or something. It's something I need to science a little bit, but like how wild is that? But
like you can stand in her? Or
yeah,
something?
like he was like, wait, I just didn't take damage when I was like literally inside of her hitbox. Like he was dead center on Aguanda and didn't die when he expected to. He posted a clip. It's well worth looking at because like, ow. Please don't kill me. I'm very scared. I'm a baby. So there's another, you can't hit her unless she's moving. So it's rough. So maybe that's part of it. It's like you don't have a hitbox unless you're moving. So maybe that's why you can stand in her when she's firing her missiles. All right.
Shelf 30. Check it out.
Shelf 30's got like the Shrine of Illusion and the town of Wimbish.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
even some backgrounds are totally like you can see on the second picture that Rob linked. There's it's this right here. You can see where Gasper chills. Like it's his library.
Oh no, that Organics has to have that one. You get that Organic. you get the Gasper room.
Oh boy.
I see Ursor.
Is that Lort there? Is that Doug's Lort?
Yeah, that's my Lord right next to the tower. Yeah, on the left of it. That's my Lord. I guess I have claim to Lord. I'm into it. All right, now we start warping.
Shelf 10, which is another one I'll post in a second, has the Moblin's head in.
Oh my god. Yeah, so there's dioramas as well as
like the outside, yeah.
As well as the actual models
Part of the
themselves.
swamp.
There it is! Oh my god, it's real!
It's ridiculous.
It's such a generic house, but I'm like,
yeah, like you could get the feather in there or something. There's another place where you can YOLO through a lot because there's a free ferry. If I can get past the rock, the biggest boss in the game.
Where is this place? We gotta go there.
We must.
I
Sit with
think
me.
Go ahead.
Warm
This is,
yourself
this,
by
is our,
sure.
this is our post-pandemic journey we're gonna go on. we can film. We can turn it into a documentary.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to recommend we make it into a documentary, the quest for the the Lord. Lord's
In
quest.
search of illusion.
Yeah, we
True.
need to find the people that did the ET digging stuff in the desert documentary.
Oh yeah. Oh, I threaded the needle between
be on
these
board for that.
Roombas.
Zelda's adventure.
Also very good. Lord of the Rings.
I hate it.
I managed not to take damage actually whenever I was fully intending to tank everything. We're just too pro sometimes, I guess.
Oh, one thing we touched on a little earlier was how gathering the celestial signs powers Zelda up.
Yes.
And so she can do bigger attacks, which is really sad that's how that works, because, you know, in theory, we could, and correct me if I'm wrong, Rob, like, getting into the final dungeon might not be the hardest thing in the world, but you can't do anything in there.
You actually can't enter dungeons early. Every dungeon requires a celestial sign for the loading zone to exist.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like we could maybe one day discover, like, a way in, like, but it wouldn't do us any good because we still would be so underpowered we couldn't get anything done properly.
Well, yeah, I would say,
Yeah,
like,
pretty
you know, the Shrine of Fire seems super easy. Maybe it's, like, incomplete, or maybe, like, stuff got removed or something. But, like, actually, it might just also seem easy because you also, like, are swinging a tank around, essentially. Because your wand is so powerful.
It's fun on the emulator though, because I found the bit in memory where wand power is stored, so you can just set it to 255 and one-shot everything.
Oh my gosh, the dream.
Sounds so
It's
nice.
great.
Well, yeah, that makes me wonder about, like, how much of these sort of enemy resistances are actual resistances versus just, you know, your numbers are so low that you can't hurt them. Like, we theorized that maybe you can kill Avian without the feather. It would be very long and very bad.
Yeah.
But, like, we don't know.
I feel like someone's done that.
Well, because you
remember
can
that.
kill her. There's a boss rush later in the game where everything is super easy, but you can kill her with just the wand. I'm gonna grab the coal here for later for the Easter egg.
Welcome to my quarry, young one. I don't see many folks these days. Ever since Ganon devastated the
quick
land,
BRB.
there's been so
Okey-doke.
little construction. No one comes to me for quarry stones. I am told there is wealth in the...
Waylon Smithers, perhaps. But we'll grab that. There's the Easter egg we were talking about, where there's just a random skateboarder from what turns out to be a canceled Viridis game called Food Dude. So we'll go visit that later on. It's a lot of fun.
As I was going to say, on shelf 40, you can see the Shrine of Power exterior. It's below Mushroom Dude.
Oh yeah, like what we just walked into, the little castle. That's awesome.
That's great.
Where's my money?
The next test for you, Zelda.
So down here in this screen that I'm entering now, this is where you could have like here. We could just do it. We're here. It's not. So you talk to this lady for. I mean, I'm going to time it. 101.51 is where I'm at right now.
It's been many a
Dodge
year
the
since
pickpocket,
I
Mike.
I will be
sat down
dodging
with
the
a
pickpocket
gentleman
as well.
like you to talk over my troubles. My children have all moved on to other areas of Hyrule, and I don't get to
Person in
see
the
them
bottom
very
right is a
much at all.
pickpocket and will
Did
steal
you know
25
that
rubies from you
Morgan
if they
has been
touch you.
seeing the maid Vanity? I don't think it's at all suitable. Am I boring you?
Yes.
No matter. You
You're
look
boring
like you
me.
don't have much to do. It's certainly odd weather we've been having, don't you think? My, this water
How much
jug
of this
is
was
becoming
scripted and how much
heavy.
were
I
they just
wish
gave
my
the voice
husband had
line
installed
person
running
like
water in our
just
house,
do what you
but
want.
It was just too expensive. You know how things are these days. I guess I better be
Dodged.
moving on. Have a good day and watch out for the Tektites. Ta-ra!
Okay, it was about 45 seconds. So not as bad as I remember, but boy, it really just drags on in a speed run. Bro, shut up. Exactly. Here we can dip into the well
Please, miss, I'm so
to help
thirsty.
this person.
Could you draw me some water?
So everyone in this game, I guess, is just
You have a
super
kind heart.
dehydrated.
My guardians rewarded you with a gold necklace to increase your
But
magic
the gold necklace
defense.
is strictly optional,
use
but
it
it is
well.
right along the critical path. So you might as well grab it.
Yeah, I think it technically is optional.
Yeah, I think
It wasn't known to be optional for a long time.
Yeah, I think we scienced it that you could use something else, either maybe the hammer. That's not the bow. Let me just go ahead and equip the bow. So this will get us set for money for life, essentially.
You haven't even
if we
time
just
for
play
the
this little
thirst of a
game here.
child like me. A curse on you.
Great for 100%. If you like walk out and back in the dungeon, it resets as well.
Mm-hmm. Free money.
Fantastic place to grind.
But also a great way to get yourself killed is going and meleeing that orb instead of shooting it with a projectile. But there aren't a lot of enemies. There's some like iron knuckles and stuff in this dungeon, but for the most part, it's not so bad. Once you beat the Shrine of Water, bro,
You know
please.
how things are these days.
Once you beat the Shrine of Water, it's basically go mode. You can just blast your way through these next two. They're not too bad.
You don't want to become complacent, because that's how you become a fool in this game.
Yeah, there's huge time saves in even the current world record, because like I fought some whatever they are, Douggernaughts or iron knuckles in here. I fought them instead of just like tanking through them. And like the whole time I was fighting them, I was like, this is a mistake. I'm making a mistake. I don't want to do this.
Hold tight, little enemy. You have something stolen from me, and I am strong.
Another great voice line. You have something stolen from me, and I am strong.
Another classic Zelda-thon one.
It predates me, but I know it.
Yeah, Mojo's...
You might notice it if you've ever seen King Bacon's tank top. He still has to this day.
Oh, wow.
And I am strong tank top.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think it was this room right here. I fought those two for like 30 seconds instead of just walking through where you're tanking damage.
Well, I just got to the part of the music where the horns start going.
Yeah, it's like a fanfare. It's like introducing Zelda. It's very good. I do love that you're keeping up with the music. That's fantastic.
I accidentally got into Shrine of Strength early because I forgot that Agwanda's only a 44-second song.
Oof.
While the rest of them are like 15 minutes.
All right, and since we're not going for a world record, we'll clean up the whole block puzzle here. We'll make it nice and pretty for everyone.
Wow. I love the block puzzles in this game.
It's so good. Everyone yells at me whenever I just, don't fix that final block, which is utterly unnecessary, but funny to tease someone about. Oop.
Dug the block! You gotta push the block!
The run's invalidated. You didn't fix everything. It's not beautiful. Metroid Marathon's here. That's weird.
Hello, Metroid Marathon.
Hello.
Wow, whole marathon. Well, welcome. We are all of Zeldathon. Desert bus about to block him.
How cool. What am I doing? I have the broadsword.
Yeah, let that man be.
No, I was about to red knight his whole face off. But turns out we don't need to do that.
We have the lance. Or is it the lance?
This is the broadsword. The lance is what you need for the red knight, allegedly. But that's halfway to the Shrine of Fire, so it's well not worth getting. That's an NPC is like, oh, it's you, have a lance. And you're like, cool, I guess, thanks for that.
It's the broadsword projectile.
Oh yeah, just throw broadswords at people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, I wish this game had like people were like really into it, like fan art wise. I would just love art of this Zelda just yeeting broadswords.
That would be awesome. Abacus, drop your abacus emojis in chat. And it's gone.
I've never noticed that abacus in my life. Oh, the adventure.
There's so many just treats, visual delights for you to enjoy. What
if we put an abacus in this room?
What if we put an abacus on the emojis? Like, how cool is that, too?
Did we not point out the vacation photo and Shrine of there?
Oh no, we didn't. Yeah, so I mean, they used actual like helicopter footage of like photos and stuff for actual backgrounds, and that went great until I think the budget ran out and they had to start soliciting employees' vacation photos for their backgrounds. But yeah, we missed it. So that's where we did the puzzle. We got distracted by doing the wall clip. But
yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, that's another very good one. It's like just a pretty mountain in the background. So you have to hit Earth Sword 22 times with the wand, which is a little tough to do. especially because he deals 2 hearts of damage. Oops. Wait, split, because my split's lost focus.
Are you implying for a second that with these helicopter photos that there might be a real life Tolomac out there that we can find?
That would be amazing. I would be delighted. So
Where-
we need to
where
find
is
these
the real
models, and we
Tolomac?
need to buy the land that is Tolomac. Just build the real life Great Wimbish and move in.
I mean, just send whoever, like whoever owns the Zelda's Adventure estate, send them this stream, and they'll be like, "Wow, these guys definitely cared about this more than I ever did."
Yeah.
That's probably not true, but maybe.
But maybe. Well, maybe they cared about it way back when. All right, now we get to warp to the illusory shrine. Good times. We're not going in, though. I guess we could go in and see how quick it takes us to kill a Pole's voice. Let's find out. Oh, my poor splits. It's fine. I gotta know.
Shrine of Illusion 2!
That's right. People liked it so much, we built another one. And all the doors should be open and stuff, too, so I don't have to walk around and fight the... Oh, they're not. Well, I do have to kill these guys first, actually. It's been so long since I've done something so brazen. All right, get your clicker counters ready. We're at about 1:10 here. Let's see. This will prove ultimately. Oh, he's already dead. I've looked away.
36.
That's science.
36
everyone.
hits.
36 hits. About it looked like about 15 seconds, maybe less.
Was it 26?
Oh, how do I get out of here? I might have to jump in a hole to get out of here. Actually, you can't take the slide back up.
Use the compass.
No. Does the compass work, or do we have to have the harp? Oh,
No, I think
all right.
it's
We're doing some
harp.
science here. No, it doesn't work. We have to jump in the hole.
Dang, dude.
Oh, that's fantastic. Was it 26 or 36? Hits just
I
now.
got 36, but...
36, okay. So it's less than... It's like, what, like 8 times as powerful at this point? 280 versus 36.
I wonder if there's a 3D model of that mirror that's at the start of Shrine of Illusion.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
By
what I
3D
want...
model, I mean, like, you know, a
Actual
play
mirror.
model.
Yeah, I would love
Or
rips.
actual mirror.
I would love rips of all the sprites as well.
Yeah. A lot of the enemy sprites have been ripped, and the item sprites.
Yeah, they are on cutting room floor. And like, there's a person who has like sort of the same functionality type website that you have, which also has like your map that you have out there, which also has like these are the sprites that are loaded on the screen and stuff like that, which is very cool.
Yeah, that's
You
how.
know how there's the
3D
Super Mario Brothers movie that has like a really intense but niche fan base. That can be us.
Yep.
Zelda's Adventure movie.
It's not the hardest thing we could adapt to a screenplay. We got characters, we got a world. Got it figured out.
We know people who
I'm still
like
waiting.
are professional voice actors and stuff. This is the guy that gives you the lance right here. He's the only NPC that's a clay model and not a human being. Please, Rob. Please go, Rob.
Sorry, I'm waiting for the Zeldathon community to do a shot-for-shot remake of Legend of Link at this point.
Man, I've wanted to so long.
I know.
We'd have to not do a marathon. We'd have to say, sorry guys, no summer marathon. We need to shoot a movie.
Yeah.
And even then, a week would still be kind of close. I believe in us.
Because like,
so many.
I'm pretty sure you know where like all the upper locations are, or at least roughly.
So
Dark has a better memory than I, but yes.
We take 0 damage now from these levers. So that's fun.
Is it 0? Oh, that's the other fun point.
Oh yes.
Because I did a lot of math on like enemy damage in this game, because there's a lot of weird stuff like the first time you do a death warp in this game, you have 4 hearts, but it takes I think 11 hits from an enemy to kill you.
10 hits, yeah.
So 10 hits, yeah. It turns out that like every heart in your health bar is 20 hit points.
Mm-hmm. So
and enemies don't necessarily do like half a heart of damage. They'll just do like 6.
Yeah, there's no half or
It's
quarter
very,
hearts
very
here.
random.
It's 20th hearts is what we're dealing with. I took so much damage on the way in.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck? Like, ooh.
So you take almost no damage from anything except there are these fire like throwing scorpions outside that deal like multiple hearts of damage each. But there is
Welcome to the Shrine of Red Play-Doh.
yeah, there's very little to worry about in this dungeon. There's maybe a couple of screens that are scary, but
Be gone.
for the most part, it's not so bad. The first one will have a bunch of lizards in it. The lizards do very little damage with their projectile, but their hitbox deals insane damage. So it's very important to keep them at a distance here. These guys drop the map. This is a fully optional room, but also they're being very kind with their heart drops, so we'll grab those. 350 rubies is the 1% right now. We absolutely don't need this much money, so we don't need to do any rupee pickups anymore.
You didn't do the food dude or the diamond.
Not yet. No, oh shoot.
Well, you can't do it after this shrine.
All right. All right. 1 second. Gotta go.
Sorry.
Thank you. I needed the push there. All right. 1 sec. We're busy. All right. I'll have to warp to Great Wimbish and then warp back to Illusion and then get back up again.
Feel the tip of my
Illusion's closest warp to Wimbish anyway.
True. What's up, Peter Bob?
Be gone.
Nightmare world, basically.
Blacksmith, have...
Well, we can stop by the mermaid pool and get our hearts back anyway. Oh, goodness. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and stop the splits here.
Your commitment to your...
Should have got the compass.
Well, what I did, I think, whenever I did a run of this on my stream, and then I just loaded my safety save, air quotes safety save after Destiny, and just did it from there, I think. But since we picked it up, we might as well do it. Yeah, the backgrounds are great. Like, comparing this to what was around at the time was just, like, not to say that, 8-bit art is beautiful or anything, but just sort of the technological leaps and bounds that it probably felt like at the time. I didn't have a CDI back when it was, like, the zeitgeist or whatever, if it ever really was. But it is, like, it's photorealistic. It's very cool.
And this is, like, slightly better than Super Nintendo level hardware.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing what they did with it.
Yeah, like it's a marvel that this game exists at all, based on like licensing stuff and everything, but also like it's a really interesting kind of time capsule for the time. All right, so what we have to do with this like lump of coal that we got at the quarry is take it to a person in town who has a furnace, I guess, and they just slap it in there and make a diamond out of it because why not? And we use that item to summon Food Dude. And the thing about it is, like, the person who was searching for the Easter egg found that, like, the diamond, if you use it on any screen, it makes like an error noise, essentially. Except for that screen, it didn't for some reason. And that eventually led to them just holding down the button for 6.5 seconds, which, like, you wouldn't do in normal cases. But you equip the diamond and basically, like, I don't know, like hold it up for a bunch of time.
Imagine having the time to program that into the game, but not the rest of the game.
There.
Oh, I'm sure that. Oh, what also? Whenever you pick up the diamond, you get infinite money. Not infinite, but you get to 9999, which is pretty cool. So it will be doing that for a while. So that would be handy in the 100% route, is to route this before you need to buy the 500 ruby shield or something like that.
Yeah. Routing money for 100% was the trickiest thing, because there's a lot of shops in Wimbish as well. But there's more than 999 rubies worth of stuff you need to buy at this point in the run, so I think I had to map out, like, I need at least 250 rubies so I can go to Wimbish and buy these two things, then do the diamond, and then buy the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very annoying.
Only it was faster to go get the coal early.
Oh, it's so far. It's on the bottom right corner of the map,
Yeah,
so it's really far to the
sucks because it's so far. And as we discussed, any distance is usually not the best strat.
Yeah, like if you could do shrines out of order, then great. Like just go down and do Earth really early, and then boom, you have a bunch of money. But that is not the case. I could almost just use Blue Ring the rest of the game here. All right, I think, is it this way? No. It might be I might have gone too far. I don't do this often.
I had evening plans.
I think it's further back.
Further back? Okay. Oh, I'm glad you joined us. I thought about reaching out to you, but I didn't want to impose on any future. Oh, there's the heart that we can get. Yeah, so it is this way. Well, I just boot up Rob's website here.
I thought it was the one left of the heart.
No, well, dang it. Okay.
Sorry.
No.
I'm running off memory as well.
It's my fault for not being prepared. Yes, we have to go past.
I feel like
no.
Yeah, one screen left from the heart. Isn't there a bridge?
No, I don't think so. Well, there is a bridge, but we don't need the heart. Yeah, the bridge leads to the heart. The other thing is this way. Okay. I've done this exactly once. Yeah, deja vu. I hope you like water sounds and the same screens over and over. I think it's just one block south of this screen is where we want to be. Never go this way, so. Okay, we have to walk around because I guess it's a one-way trip there. We'll say hi to Carl again.
Oh, he's still there. Once you pick up the ones, he just disappears.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of, but yes, okay. It's not until either he drops it or you pick it up that he disappears. Oh, so you can go down here, and I whiffed it.
Okay.
All right, and I think, can we, there we go. Here it is, the fateful screen. Let me equip the diamond. And in 6.5 seconds, get ready to get radical.
Radical, dude, totally.
And that's it. We'll do it one more time, just for fun. Or maybe we can stand in his way. Maybe we can see if his sprite overlaps ours. If we stand in the way here.
Radical, dude, totally.
What the heck, dude?
How cool is that? That's the best. Oh, we're speaking about it, Taki. We're speaking all about this game. It's the best one out there. Nope. Excuse me, pardon me. Alright, now we have to get back to the Shrine of Fire. And we'll be back on. Back on track. Thank you for the reminder. I totally forgot. We would have had to pick up the, we would have had to pick up the diamond again. Or the coal, even. What's up, Rihanna? So these spiders actually do manage to deal some damage. What? I don't need hearts. I don't need money. Get out of here.
Not everyone here.
Fine by me, Taki. I don't know what are these just stones? I don't know.
I guess.
Maybe mattresses. Just big lumps of clay, actually, since these are probably just like miniatures anyway. Oh, a pea hat would be good too. Those guys are rough. That'd be a good model to have as well. Forbidden butter. The model artist left some sticks of butter out when taking photographs, and he just left it in. All right, I think maybe I'll fight the scorpions here so we don't die. Ow! 2 full hearts of damage. Oh, and we're all tanked up. Very good. Bro, please let me out. This wasn't even made by Philips. They subcontracted it out to a company called Viridis, which I guess hadn't even put out a game since Food Dude also got canceled.
Your commitment to your...
But it is a result of them almost making a Super Nintendo add-on called the Nintendo PlayStation with Sony, which fell through.
Be gone.
So then they teamed up with Philips for the CD add-on, and then also fell through, but with dire consequences.
Feel the tip of my...
All right, are these guys still dead? No, they are not. But the map is still here. That's fun. They make great noises as well. You've played on the Nintendo PlayStation. Incredible. Yeah, we theorized that those projectiles and the ones in the Shrine of Air should have been the ones that were blocked by the shield item, but that is not the case, unfortunately. Very high-pitched, sort of mosquito-esque sound. I wonder how they got that Foley, honestly. We could have gotten that extra heart for absolute overkill. But we're doing A-okay. Now we get to show off Warbane Skip. I feel like I don't know who is responsible for that, because I feel like everyone like independently accidentally discovered that on their own, which is very cool.
It was either me or you. I don't remember. I feel like one of us like did it by accident, and then the other one like tested it and figured out the consistency. So I don't remember.
I think you did it in your PB, which I had watched a few times, but like didn't, I guess, notice or something. But then like he bonked me into the wall accidentally, and I got warped, and I was like, "What?" And then I watched your PB again, and I was like, "Wait, I could have known about this whole time."
Oh yeah, no, that was it. Yeah, like you messaged me like, "Hey, I discovered a thing," and I'm like, "I already do that." What? You didn't know?
So good times. But yeah, that's cool. You can just like, oh, and I think the cutting room floor also has, oh, that was cool. I did a cool thing where if you hit with the wand and then the hammer also strikes them, it looks like a one shot.
Nice.
See if I can do it again. Yeah. I forget what I was talking about. It was just all Warbane Skip. Oh, like I think the cutting room floor is also working on like having all of the like the hitboxes for room loading zones mapped out and stuff, so you can like, so that would, I think, would be very useful. Like it's been especially useful for like, I know they did it with Mario 64, so you could see like, you know, why you can pick up certain stars through walls and stuff.
Yeah, I did like, I was messing around with CDI like ROM extraction tools a long time ago, and I found a couple of the like hitbox overlays of screens, but cutting room floor seems to have had a lot more success than I did.
The cutting room floor.
The one thing that's unfortunate about this game is you can do a lot of research into it, and a lot of times you come out with nothing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just like the tools for it are not very mature, and like there's not a lot of, you know, attention being paid to it. People
casually did Warbane Skip there without even talking about it.
Yeah. Oh, it's easy. Like I could almost do it with my eyes closed.
Yeah, it's literally just like there's a bit of the wall there that's too thin, so you can just walk through it straight into the loading zone.
Like I literally have no idea, like anything about Warbane's patterns. I don't know if he's got a set pattern or anything, because you don't need to know that information.
I don't remember now. I think he is set, but it's been so long since I fought him.
Yeah. And now we're into the boss rush and the final sort of section of the game. Once it loads. But I would love to sort of crack into the code for this as well to see like how much adjustment there was to their health bars and stuff, because I don't know. Well, definitely Avian's is different because you can kill her with 3 wand hits, which you can't do in real life.
This is such a weird boss rush.
Yeah, like I feel like, you know, maybe they do have their sort of original health bars, but you just have such a powered up wand. But Avian really like throws a wrench into that.
Because Avian dies in 1 feather hit, which isn't right. So they definitely have lowered health bars.
Yeah.
Because weapons aren't affected by 1 power at all.
Yeah. Can't kill IRL, exactly.
What I love is that after 3 of these fights, they're like, "Oh man, you must really be hurting." So they give you this room.
Yep.
Restore your health, and it's like, this is like the easiest part of the game.
Yeah.
Up to the, I mean, Ganon's a little hard, but like,
Whoops.
that's when they decide to be generous with health.
Yeah, yeah, truly. Like, I think it's the only time where like a health drop is like guaranteed out of a particular enemy. Because like some of them are more like sort of generous with health drops, but those whatever they are, dragonflies or whatever, are a guaranteed drop. And there's no Ursor. There is in the code. There's a map for him in the boss rush, but it is unused. I don't know what happened to that. This one's great. I love Warbane here because you don't have to move. You just hold down the one button.
Ursor actually died. The rest of them just kind of like were like out of commission. Ursor actually died.
Yeah, the 22 wand hits, really, you can't survive that. And now we're here at Ganon. We'll see if I remember the pattern. If we hit him with 10 hammers, he will die. So there's 2. I think he goes over there next. Yeah.
Yep. Then top right.
And then center, I think.
Yep.
All right, we do remember. And then bottom right.
Yep.
And that's time. We beat Ganon. And he turns into Darude Sandstorm. I think we only have one unintentional death in there, so that's pretty good. Do it again. Yeah, it's a short game. It's great. It's nice and bite-sized. You don't have to, spend a lot of time with it. It's also very poorly balanced here at the end. Let me turn down the music some.
Hey, look, a cow.
Cow.
And some other miscellaneous animals.
Yeah, maybe those were pigs and a deer or something. And then there's Link.
Hey.
I can't believe he made it.
Time to switch to Hades without telling Ilya. Absolutely correct.
Princess Zelda,
That first phase that Gashbra makes.
has brought peace and light back to Ptolemaic.
He's so
Your
pleased.
courage and strength will not be forgotten. For now, your work is done. Off you go to celebrate Link's return. But first, remember, lessons of the heart, mercy and human kindness prevail. Above all else, farewell, young princess.
I would love a randomizer, Peter Bob. The dream.
I have done the theory of a randomizer, and I tried to make like emulator cheat codes to be a randomizer, and I cannot figure it out.
Oh no. That would be
But
so
like,
cool.
I have a spreadsheet with all the quote-unquote logic of like which items lock which dungeons and so on. So like, to make a randomizer work, you'd have to have these things in this order to make the logic work right.
That's awesome. Yeah, that would be very cool. Cheat codes would be.
I want to
one way
find
do it for
celestial
sure.
signs just in the overworld being on sale.
That would be the way, unfortunately. There's lots. Oh, we'd have to go to the swamp.
Oh.
Because
there's at least
there's
like
2 merchants there. There's a
3.
map there. There's a heart there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the beach merchant just below it as well.
But yeah, that's it. That's Zelda's Adventure. It's not as bad as they say it is. It's a lot of fun, actually, if you know everything. I've never played it blind, so I don't have that sort of experience under my belt. I'm sure it's actually a nightmare in that case.
Not as bad as people say. Not great. But it is a game worthy of love and appreciation for what it is.
Absolutely. I would love a documentary.
And its development, especially.
I would love a documentary on the making of it. If anyone, Mark Andrade, are you listening? Get the band back together, please. Maybe I need to be the change I wish to see in the world and just track down all these people before it's too late.
We need Patty. Where is she?
Exactly. Diane, who I assume played Zelda. I need you.
The name of the company is Viridis that did this?
Yeah. Viridis. Viridis something. But they are insolvent. They don't exist anymore. They, I think, sort of went belly up shortly after this because they fired everyone, basically. It went through a couple of years of QA.
They're on anybody's LinkedIn, though.
Ooh. I think I found Mark Andrade on, like, Twitter or something. But I'm too chicken to talk to strangers.
Somebody left a comment on my world record video. I forget who that was.
Someone left a comment on my video that was like, last video 3 years ago, a king has returned. I was like, aw, thank you. How nice. Yeah, they're probably on LinkedIn. I'm sure they would be very confused if they were contacted for this particular piece of media.
The person who... Oh, Mark left a comment on my video.
Mark Andrade?
Yeah, he said, thanks for doing the speed run. Brings back a lot of memories from when I worked on this game.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
He said, I did a few things. I was production assistant. I acted as Gaspra, in quotation marks. Worked on the audio music. I wrote about it here, and he gave a link to a article. I don't think anyone could hate the music more than me. Let me share what I remember from back then. I was a production assistant at the time. They asked if I was interested in writing music for a Zelda game. Imagine you suddenly have the golden opportunity to write music for a Zelda game. You read the spec and it's high quality audio streaming for a CD. You're told you get to compose a ton of music. You would not believe how excited I was. I started composing with a little direction, except to make it cool, something as vague. I write a lot, and out of nowhere, I'm told I now only have a few weeks to write everything. So I hunker down and compose for endless hours a day. Then about a week later, I told that I need to move from my home studio, which was set up with everything that I needed, to a corner in a cramped office with almost nothing to record with except one low-end sound module and a sequencer, and an even shorter timeline to get things done. By now, my excitement went from ecstatic to disgust. The audio spec was dropped from 44K, lots of music, down to 11K looping samples. I had to take a 3 to 5 minute piece of melodic music and turn it into 11K half-second loops that had to be streamed or played from memory, which also had to seamlessly flow into each other. If played from memory, I only had a few kilobytes. To my dismay, what you end up hearing is droning monotone nonsense.
Aww.
There you go. There's some Mark stories.
That's awesome. That's so in depth. That's awesome of him to do. Very cool. Well, all right. Well, thank you for joining me, Rob and MC. This was great.
Yeah.
And thank you for having me, everyone. I do love to play this game at every available opportunity. Thank you to Ilya for putting on these community nights. This is very cool. Check out SideQuest in June what? June something? I don't have it up. Check out the next SideQuest, A Fantastic
11th.
Journey. June 11th. Thank you. It'll be very cool. And in the meantime, everyone have a fantastic day. Let's find where we can share the love, actually. Let's make sure we do that. Jackson's live? Does anyone have the button? Does anyone have the power to raid Jackson? Someone please.
Spell his channel correctly.
Hey, there we go.
I don't have permission, but apparently organic.
Too powerful.
You're
All
an
right.
editor? I'll make you an editor.
Awesome. Okay, let's see what Jackson's up to. Get some very good music after we heard Mark's sort of tragic story about music. But everyone have a fantastic
I found
evening.
Mark on LinkedIn.
Oh, you did? Okay, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to get at that guy too. All right, everyone enjoy Jackson. Goodbye.
Bye.